Hey there, Agile Adventurer. Just a quick question. What if, for the price of a fancy coffee or half a pizza, you could unlock over 700 hours of the best Agile content on the planet? That's audio, video, e-courses, books, presentations, all that you can think of. But you can also join live calls with world-class practitioners and hang out in a flame war-free and AI slop-clean Slack with the sharpest minds in the game. Oh, and yes, you get direct access to me, Vasco, your Scrum Master Toolbox podcast. No, this is not a drill. It's the Scrum Master Toolbox membership. And it's your unfair advantage in the Agile world. So if you want to know more, go check out scrummastertoolbox.org/membership. That's scrummastertoolbox.org/membership. And check out all the goodies we have for you. Do it now. But if you're not doing it now, let's listen to the podcast. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our TGIF and, of course, also Product Owner episode. This week we have with us Havva Sevay. Hey, Havva. Welcome back.
Hi, Vasco. It's nice being back.
And it's great to have you back. So, Product Owner is the topic we're going to talk about today. And it's such a critical role in Scrum and in most Agile organizations today. So let's dive into that. We'll talk about great product owners in a minute. But first, share with us, Havva, what might have been potentially the worst product owner anti-pattern you've witnessed in your career.
Oh, I believe the worst product owner, if he believes he's the product manager and he believes the Scrum Master is the secretary, this is the worst product owner. I think a lot of Scrum Masters experience, but I think it needs a hard work to say we have a co-leadership. This is the worst part, but I think it is manageable, but it needs time and trust, I guess.
So tell me a little bit more. What does that look like? And I guess in your case, we could ask, what does that feel like in practice?
Well, I've experienced myself in practice when I had first my product owner. He believes, the Scrum Master is sharing the screen, the Scrum Master is organizing the meeting. And then I really look back in our one-to-one, hey, just upside down, would you believe it's my job? And they said, oh, you're for me here. And then I feel better. I said, no, not your assistant, not bringing your coffee. This is not my job. It's my job for a self-organization. This is, I teach you how to be self-organized. This is my job. So then he said, oh, really? I didn't realize that. And then I really said, okay. I think we had also like perception change. Like I put myself in your shoes and I put yourself in my shoes. So also I remember also wanted to really desperately help my product owner. I just took a course also, just had understand what is his day job. And I realized, this is really, really tough what he's doing. He has lots of responsibilities. So of course he believes and understands he's a product manager. And I believe my product owner went to Scrum as a Scrum Master training. And then we came back and we shared our experience. How was it changing the position?
So when you think about this, I guess you could call it transition, right? Like from thinking that, Scrum Master is just secretary to actually being able to work together. We call it very often here on the podcast, being the Batman to our Robin, right? Like, the dynamic duo, always fighting criminals and bad people out there. In this case, just obstacles and lacks of knowledge and so on. But how does that transition happen? Because I imagine that for the product owner in that case, it's also not easy to adjust their behavior, right?
I think the thing is, what I have also learned is to talk about from the very beginning, who is doing what, about the description, who's doing what job. So this is the first step. I would definitely recommend every Scrum Master. If you meet your product owner, get to know him or her. Just ask about the expectation. Is this the right expectation? Is this the right track? And also try to find a solution for both sides. How do you want to work together? This is what we definitely recommend at the first step. This is also I had to learn to negotiate. I thought about he knew my job or she knew my job already. And I said, no, discuss what, do you know my job or do I know your job? So, and also try to realize we have a co-leadership.
What do you mean by co-leadership? Like, can you explain that for our listeners?
And co-leadership means both sharing leadership in a lateral way, not in a disciplinary way, in a lateral way. That means the product owner is responsible for the technical part, and the Scrum Master is responsible for the organizational part. They both share leadership that the project can run.
Absolutely. And I put an article about co-leadership in the show notes to get you all inspired as to what are the benefits of kind of creating that environment, right? Like, because, and it's not by chance that we talk about being the Batman and Robin dynamic duo, because it really is about completing and helping each other in many different aspects, different skills, but always aligned to the same goal. And of course, different responsibilities trying to get to the goal together. So that's a great point, this co-leadership point that you raise. But of course, now we need to focus on amazing product owners. Some product owners really are amazing in the work that they do. So Havva, the best product owner you've ever worked with, how did they work?
Oh, my best product owner was my last product owner. I believe he realized already what is co-leadership. He also looked at this point, what is, we call it as a stances, it's a PO stances. That means what is this tool that he can become a good product owner? For example, how this, I think it's 6 of them, this stances where he says, okay, I'm a company representative and so on. So this helps him to get his feedback about his stances. To say, okay, what do you think? Give him a percentage. If I've been a customer representative, how do you want to see, like from 100%? How good do you believe, and how can I improve these skills? So it's a skill set for every product owner, which I can recommend to use it as a feedback.
So the stances of a product owner, there's a great article on scrum.org. I'll add it to the show notes for people to go and check it out. And it's actually a very good point, right? Like, because there are, for different teams, different contexts, different challenges in how we develop a product, there are different stances that the product owner can take. And so as we in Scrum Masters and Agile coaches can also take different stances. And it's great to be mindful of what are those options and then be able to adapt to the situation, because the same stance will not be the right one forever, right? Like, it also changes over time, and some are more right than others depending on the context. So a great insight. Thank you for sharing that, Havva. Unfortunately, we're getting close to the end, but before we go, Havva, where should we go if we want to know more about you and the work that you're doing?
Just join me at LinkedIn, so anytime. And also, so at the moment, let's see what happens in the future.
Absolutely. So LinkedIn, a link for Havva's page is in the show notes, everybody. Please go there, reach out, and why not ask a few follow-up questions? Let's learn together as a community. Havva, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for being here with us and for your generosity with your time and your knowledge.
Thanks, Vas, for having me here and sharing the knowledge with you for today's show.
All right, I hope you liked this episode. But before you hit next episode, here's the deal. This podcast is powered by people like you, the members who wanted more than just inspiration. They wanted real tools and real connection to people who are practicing Agile every day. We're talking access to over 700 hours of Agile Gold, CTO level strategy talks, summit keynotes, live workshops, e-courses, deep dive interviews, books, and if you're into No Estimates, we got the pioneers of No Estimates in those deep dive interviews as well. Agile business intelligence, creating product visions, coaching your product owner courses, you name it. You'll get invites to monthly live Q&As with Agile pioneers and practitioners, plus a private Slack community, which is free of all of that AI slop you see everywhere, and of course, without the flame wars. It's a community of practitioners that want to learn and thrive together. It's the best place to connect with community and learn together. So if this podcast has helped you before, imagine what you will get from this podcast membership. So head on over to scrummastertoolbox.org/membership and join the community that's shaping the future of Agile. And we have so much for you. So check out all the details at scrummastertoolbox.org/membership, because listening is great, it's important, but doing it together, that's next level. I'll see you in the community Slack.
We really hope you liked our show. And if you did, why not rate this podcast on Stitcher or iTunes? Share this podcast and let other Scrum Masters know about this valuable resource for their work. Remember that sharing is caring.